Hey, what's up guys, this is Bellagio. I hope you guys are doing great. Today's video is going to be my last video talking about co-op duel mode. And we only have one day left. Hopefully this video is not too late for you guys. As you guys have already played this event for quite a bit of time. You guys already know that the best team to use for this co-op is, of course, obviously, and it all makes sense, business model. It's going to be the new units that they introduce in the batch, right? So you guys gonna have that 5 characters in your team, but then what is the last one, which is the co-op captain? So let's talk about this one as our first topic. There are several co-op captains, and you know, because this is dual mode, they actually put a dual co-op captain's ability, which, as you can see here, you can see details here, but anyway, we're not going to go over that, but you can see the details here. And the dual mode, the dual co-op captain ability, kind of like there are 5 different types as far as I know, sort of like distinguished by the type of the character. So you know that if you go to characters and then filter, and you can come down here, you can see that there are styles. There are 5 main styles. Actually, okay, we call it 6 main styles. 5 main styles: attack, defense, heal, support, and this one is DBF, which is debuff, and then other. Other is actually balance. Other, in other word, is balance. In other word, is those units that doesn't have any style. Stylist, so it's gonna fall into other category, and it's a balance. So there are actually 6 different co-op special. However, I just want to mention only 2 that are generally picked for this co-op duel, and those 2 are attack style, and the other one is the support style. Why? Because attack style is just basically straightforward. It's adding damage to you, to your turn, that turn. So if you go into co-op, you will see that if you level it up all the way to level 10, you will see that it will add 135% damage dealt on that turn. on that specific turn when you launch it. And then there's another one that is the support style. The support style, for example, like this one, it's going to extend your beneficial by 1 turn. So it's good to keep in mind. Sometimes extending beneficials can do more damage on the next turn. At least it could do similar damage to when this current turn that you are bursting. So you can extend your burst for 2 turns, and sometimes extending burst meaning more damage than 135%. So depends on how you value each type, but mainly I just want to point out that mainly there are 2 types of co-op captains that pretty much people are using. And then we talk about what are the good colors to play on this co-op. As you can see here, you notice that 5 characters here, the main 5, this whole team here, there are 2 colors that are red. There are 1 blue, 1 purple, and 1 green. So the color is kind of mixing, right? But if you have to fight against the same team, then you kind of want to bring either you kind of want to bring blue, because blue has color affinity, color advantage on red. So they have 2 reds. If you have 2 blue units, you can hit those 2 reds, right? It's just very simple basic intuition idea, right? So you kind of want to use blue color, which is quick type, as your co-op captain. The other captain that can be used is, of course, the strength version. Why? Because Chang's, if you look into tandem of Chang's tandems said that it will only give the attack boost to strength and cerebro. So there you go. it has to be either strength or it has to be cerebral. So you can use strength with any class, or you can use blue with at least the class of cerebral, which is a piece of paper right here. So that being said, you need red co-op captain, or it could be blue and then having the paper, the sheet of papers. That's what we call cerebral. Yeah, having cerebral or quick, cerebral and quick, sorry, in there. So that is why I chose this guy, and it turned out that a lot of top players are choosing this co-op captain as well. So you can just basically, if you have him, use him. He's a CP0. It's Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku. Yeah, if you guys just start this game, you might not have him. So another choice might be a Lilith. Lilith is the quick Lilith, but yeah. We'll not go too much because I do want to spend some time in this video playing, so that showing strategy on how you play the duel, because we'll go to that in a bit. Okay, so next I want to talk about supports that you're going to be using. So there are supports that comes along on this batch, and those are these two, the dragons and Garling. So I really strongly suggest that you use them, because they are such a very powerful support. They increase, yeah, you can read the details, but they are strong and powerful support. And then this Dolphy, I put him because he gives me some boost on the final turn, meaning the battle number 3, round number 3. So a little bit increased on that. And then when you play round number 1, you will not have orb matching guaranteed. So we need to find some support that helps that. That's why I put Bobbin here to help with the support on the orbs matching. Okay. And then lastly, I put Mihawk in here because Mihawk puts defense, basically reset defense, manipulating defense on the enemy side on the last turn, last battle, meaning round 3. And the reason is because if you read into Imu final tab, if you level final tab Imu up, or even like level 1, you know, for those enemy that has defense down or defense equal to 0, defense manipulated on the enemy, then he will hit harder. So this is kind of like combo with this. That's why I put him there. And then lastly, the chip. The chip is also very important. It might be small thing that people just ignore, but it can make a very good impact. So chip that I would recommend are this one, the Sunny Coated. Why? Because Sunny give you easy to hit perfect. That's the first reason. Second reason is that on the last turn, round 3, it can give you a boost of this special. Just go read it. It's 1.3 boost on your side, pretty much. So I kind of prefer to use Sunny. And yeah, I think that is all that we have to mention. Next thing that I want to mention about the team is that the location, the position of how you put. If you remember, I point out that on the right column, if you read the rules of this co-op rules, yeah, of this co-op duel, it says that on the right column the characters will be 1.5 attack boost, and then the left column will be HP boost and recovery boost. However, another point that I have to mention is that how it lay out, how our team laid out when our enemy is trying to attack. So when we play in a bit, you should notice that the back line on my team is going to be this 3: Imu, Blackbeard, and Bucky's. And because of the auto targeting on this game, is always the front line, top front line, and then it makes its ways to the back, the rear line, the rear on right, the rear bottom, yeah, the rear bottom, which is our Bucky. So it will basically try to target this first, and then that, and then that, and then im, and then back beard, and then our lastly is going to be our buggy. So because these two are the last two units, make it hard for the red color to hit with color affinity. That's why I put Blackbeard and Bucky's in the back. So just want to let you know that this is some small things that you might have not realized, but it actually could change the outcome of the enemy's damage, and it could change the outcome of your duel round. Okay, so regarding strategies, let me talk about it real quick before we actually start our fight. So there are 3 rounds that you have to fight. If you win 2 rounds, 2 out of 3, then you win. The game is over. Okay. There is something called 0 HP penalty. So if you're hit and you didn't kill all the enemies, the enemy will hit you back, reducing your HP. And if your HP is 0, you're not gonna die, but you're gonna get 0 HP penalty, meaning that that round, the damage that you did will not be count, unless the enemy also have this 0 HP penalty, then the damage will be count. So yeah, just like that. So the higher HP, the better. In other words. Okay. Now we know that there are 3 rounds. So the strategies are like, there are 3 main types, 3 main strategies. Strategy 1, for those who just want to finish things fast, okay? They will just go for round 1 and round 2. They will try to focus to hit as hard as they can on these 2 rounds and then finish the game quickly. I will call them the aggressive. The second type, the second strategy, it would be the opposite way of the aggressive, which is the passive. So the passive will say, oh, I just want to prolong until the last round and then finish it on the last round. Meaning the passive will focus on the last 2 rounds, round 2 and round 3. And then the next strategy, the last strategy, is, I would call it the skipper, meaning they will try to beat the first round, win the first round, and then lure you to do burst, to do a lot of to pop up a lot of special on second round, and then they will kill you on the 3rd round. Okay, so there are 3 main strategies, kind of like you playing rock, scissors, and hammers. Oh, sorry, rock, scissors, papers. Each strategy kind of like counter the other one. Okay, but my team, I don't really know what I'm going to be playing, so likely I will be more passive in this case because I don't know what I'll be playing. My team kind of like can be aggressive and also can be passive, but more like towards the passive side because it's more flexible that way. All right, enough talking. Let's start fighting. It's been 30 minutes that I've been talking, so let's start fighting. We'll do a few games, maybe 3 to 4, if I can find really good opponents to show. If we still fight the grinder, then I will try to like speed the video up and then shrink it down. So the first guy here, Mr. Sirov. And who starts first? Looks like it's my turn first. So if it's my turn, the thing is, looking at his team, I think his team is just he's just a grinder. He's just a grinder, and in that case, I'm just gonna launch Emo Spatial, and I'm gonna hit, not hitting excellent, and just try to finish the match fast. Okay, that's it. I think he's the grinder, so he doesn't care. I mean, he's the farmer. He's farming. Okay, so he doesn't care the result, and therefore I'm not gonna waste his time. So try to be quick. So we can use this video talking about the layout. As I mentioned before, my left column will be shown here and the back. They will be positioned in the rear, while the right column will be positioned in the front. And as I mentioned, Blackbeard and Bucky will be the last two units that most of the time enemies will have to hit, unless they manually tapping. Then it's another story. But manual tapping is something I would strongly recommend against doing that, okay? Because it's really tough. It's really hard. As you can see that the screen is moving. Like, you gotta put your finger there, and then when the screen moves, you might lost the position and stuff, and then you might messed up your sequence. So manual tapping is something only high skill players can do. I admit that I'm not a high skill player, so I'm not gonna risk doing that. So if you messed up, you lose. Basically, you could lose that match, even though you have, you know, launching all the spatial perfect everything. But you can mess that up, and that's not fun. Alright, so this is going to be the first fight, and we are fighting against the farming guys. So, LGC. We say thanks. Let's see, the second one. Today's and tomorrow's people are going to be dueling a lot. I actually been doing a little bit before doing this video. Okay. More fight. Come on, come on, come on. I want to show you at least 3 fights. 3 good fights. Put on my coat here. Hekuta Endo. Alright, he has full bat. And it's my turn first. Hekuta Endo. So my turn first, and he's a full bat. He's a full bat. My turn first. I'm gonna go with Emu Spatial. And just skip this for now. And then I'm gonna try to hit. You saw me switching target in the middle of the tapping. That's called manual tapping. So I said, even though I said that I don't recommend you to do it, but because the first round is not really high damage round, no pressure, so I don't really worry too much. So need to focus here what he's doing. Okay, when you're playing Duel, need to focus what he's doing. So that was the preemptive, so nothing. Now it's gonna be his action. So he activated Im Spatial, and he's actually trying to get excellent. Okay, if he does get excellent, then his attack will be higher than us. His base attack. Looks like he managed to get excellent. Okay. And he's using Luffy Special. Okay. And he should win the first round. He did not manage to kill all the mods. There are some small thing that people might not notice. if you launch special the first round like this, you will get 3 turns of chain minimum and maximum set lock, which is this icon right here. If you manage to kill, sorry, you can see my mouse, I'm not sure. If you manage to kill all the mods, this number will be 2 instead of 1, but he did not manage to kill, I did not manage to kill all the mods. So we lost 1 turn because of the enemy attack us, and therefore this becomes just 1. Alright, I need to stop talking. I need to start launching my special before I burn all my times, my valuable times. So since he won the first round, the second round I will have to try to win. Therefore, I will probably burst everything. Not sure if that's the right move. Probably not. And because our block is all off, our off is blocked. So we need to activate this Emo EX to change them all, matching off. And then this Im, I will have to hit excellent. And then my base attack will be 6.5 from the captain. Okay. Then I'm gonna have to hit him. Hold on. I'm gonna add 135% to my attack and then give it to Luffy. Alright, looks like I'm ready. So what I'm gonna do here is, let's see. I want to kill Bucky. So I will do Shank, Bucky. My hit sequence will be Shank, Bucky, Luffy, and then the CP9, and then Blackbeard, and then Emu. Okay, ready? Ready? All right, 206 and 9 and something. All right, now it's his turn. Hekuta Endos. So, you know, when you are fighting against the same team like this, there are 2 main factors that kind of like win or lose based on that. The first one is the small things that I mentioned, like small things like position, like co-op captains, like launching special at what time, and so on. And then the other one is the level of investment on the units. Okay. Actually, I forgot to talk about that, but there are several things that you can invest into the unit to make it really, really high level, increase all the stats and all those stuff. So do not force yourself to like level it up all the way. Just enjoy the mode, and if you lose, then it's just fine. At the end, sometimes like you go with your strategy, the enemy has their own strategy, but then there will be one round, for example, like this round number 2 right now. I'm gonna call it a decisive round because you actually checking each other, like who's gonna hit harder, and sometimes it's just based on those 2 things, and you could lose or you could win, and don't worry about it. If you lose, it could mean that your team and my team just have more investment than his team. Therefore, I win, and that's it. Don't worry too much. Okay, just enjoy this mode. This is the second mode that we actually have to think about limit break, like hitting above trillions damage. So this is gonna be the last round, 3rd round. So I need to make sure that I hit final tap. You can see that in previous rounds, round 1 and round 2, the final tap wording is not appearing. It's only appeared on this round, round 3. Imu final tap is activated now. We can use it. Therefore, I want to use Imu. And I'm going to be hitting Bucky first. So that the last character that I'll be hitting is going to be Luffy later on. I mean, at the end. Okay? So hitting Bucky first, I will hit with Chang. And then move on to Lucy here. I will hit with Bucky. And then Luffy with Blackbeard gaining color affinity. And then, yeah, you will see. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Final tap. 39.9. So we'll see. He might be able to beat me on this round. I totally forgot to look at what he did on second round. So he might have hidden. He might give away on the second round. He could be a skipper. Nobody knows, right? He could be a skipper. As I said. So when you put, well, I'll talk about this later at the end of the third fight. This is going to be our official first fight, okay? First duel. He is not doing anything. Let's give him some time. Oh, he's not launching anything at all? If he's not launching, that means he give up. Yeah, I will say thank you. And I wish there is a word saying good luck or good game, something like that. But I guess saying thank you is good enough for now. I say it again, thank you. So managed to win on the first round. Let's take a little break talking about the team real quick. Talking about team investment. Like beside cotton candy, beside leveling up 250, what else can you do? There's one more thing that I want to mention. Like as you can see, my team here they are all 150, right? And that's a lot of investment. Like you have to put like cotton candy. See, my cotton candy is not maximum yet. I still missing it. If it's maximum, it has to be out of 200. So I'm not there yet. Some people have cotton candy max. So first thing that you can invest is these tablet. Okay. So the tablet that are rare, you cannot find them easily is these two. Okay, the one that looks kind of golden shiny tablet like this. You see it's kind of golden shiny. Orange, not orange, yellow color, but this one is just, you know, brick color, gray color. So this one is not the rare one. The rare one will look like this, okay? So if you see an opportunity to get these, always snatch on them, especially these one. Okay, we'll not focus too much about that, but those tablet will actually increase these stuff right here, these three. So the higher the level, number 5 here, 5 is maximum, is the better, the more investment you have on that unit. So level 150 is also investment. How can you break this limit? Usually the new unit comes at 99. It used to be 99. Nowadays it could be 105 or it could be 110. It depends on right here. You got to click onto here. Level limit break. We call them LLB sometimes. So if you pull the units outside the introduction units, outside the introduction banners of that unit, then you will get them at level 99, meaning there will be 0 on any of this, on all of this. But when you get a duplication, let's say one dupe, you fuse into this unit, then it will add this number, and then it will have achieved a level 1 level limit break LLB. So maximum LLB is 5, of course, and you need total of 9 dupes. Okay, and that's quite difficult. So when the unit is introduced the first time on their own banners, nowadays Bandai give you 2 dupes on one unit. Like it will come, for example, like this emote will come with level limit break level 1. And if you pull the dupe from the same banner, it will be level limit break number 1 again. So when you fuse into this, it will become level 2 with 1 out of 2, almost halfway to level 3. Okay, so just to give you an idea, this is another investment that you can add into this unit. So you can manage to get it to 150. That's a lot of investment. As I mentioned, 9 dupes, right? And there's a way, another item that that counts as a dupe, which is this poster. It's a rare items as well. So not many. You gotta play this game quite a bit before you achieve, before you receive those those rare poster. And then one last thing I want to mention is this limit break. Limit break, you can limit break the unit up to 2 level, well, up to 2 tiers. Let's say the first tier, when it comes with the unit, it will maximum right here. It cannot go beyond this lock, so you have to unlock it. You can unlock it with the key. And you need another rare item they call the key. The golden key will unlock this, and then there's another key that unlock this one, but we don't need to mention about this one. This is for another mode, we call it PvP. But if you want to increase, you see all these stage of the unlocking. When you unlock that, you will gain more stats. See, like this one gain 150 HP, 150 HP. This one will gain 50 attack. So basically your stats, the unit stats increase. They get better. They hit harder. They have more health. They will have more recovery. And in general, when you play in duel mode, the higher HP, the higher attack, the higher recovery, the higher stats is better, right? So that's what I meant when I said investment on the unit. And the investment of the unit can define who wins and who loses on the battle. All right, let's go back to the fight. Second fight. Sorry, if I talk too long, sorry about that. When I play, sometimes I can't talk because I gotta focus. Otherwise, I will miss. All right, let's see. Who are we fighting this time? Mr. Mausa. Okay, and he has full batch, so he's probably ranking like me. And let's see who starts first. Looks like I start first again. So if I start first, I'm gonna go with Im and skip. The reason I skip is because if he is farming, then I don't waste his time. Okay, that's the first round. His turn. Sipas Mausa. Don't know what that means. People names is interesting. I like reading it. Okay, he used Imu special and he just get perfect as well. So at least we know that his chain min max is the same as us. It's the same as me. And he used Luffy. Okay. And he probably stopped there and he will take the first win. Likely. That's it. He will take the first win. Oh wait, hold on. He's using Bucky. Okay, this is different. He's using Bucky. And he will take the... And he will stop, right? I hope. C pause Mausa. He will stop. So he used Imu, Luffy, and Bucky. Meaning he has Chain, Orbs, and attack up. And then, what is he doing now? Okay, he hits. Killed. 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 Tandem. Kill. 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 So he managed to kill them all. That means his orb boost, attack boost, and chain min max they all have 2 more turns left. Different than me. I only have 1 turn left. So now is my turn. My turn, I will use Luffy special. I will use Bucky special. I will use Shanks special. Next turn, I feel like next turn he could give up. He could give this turn to me. Likely, he could give this turn to me. So I'm gonna keep Blackbeard for now. I don't have to go all in. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to hit this. Wish me luck, guys. So I'll start with Toon. I'll start with Bucky, Luffy, and Shanks. Bucky, Luffy. No, hold on. Bucky, Shanks. No, Shanks, Bucky, Luffy. And then, okay. Okay, 28.6. If he launches everything, then I will likely lose. But we'll see. Usually, if you start first, it's kind of like disadvantage. So he activated Imu. And he used Shanks now. And he's trying to get... He's getting excellent on Shanks. Okay. And he's using Blackbeard as well. So likely his attack should be more than mine. Yeah, he goes all in. Yeah, his attack will be more than mine. Good game, good game. He starts second. I need to find a way to beat this one. Oi! For some reason I beat him. I thought he had more than me. If he didn't beat me, then it's likely he will lose this turn. And I'm gonna go excellent here. Hey, come on. Concentrate here. I suck, guys. I should have got excellent. Anyway, it is what it is. I will choose Luffy. And the main reason is that because we already have attack up from Shanks, but this is a condition attack. I need to have this red fist on the enemy side, otherwise this attack means nothing. Okay. Alright, so I need to think. I want to use Im as the last unit to hit. So I will start with Shank, Bucky, and then Luffy. And then Shank, Bucky, Luffy, and then, yeah, and then CP9. And then finish with him. 19. Let's see what he has. To be honest, I kind of like this duel mode because every round you gotta think, you gotta observe what is your opponent's doing, and then every round is not the same. You fight different, even though we fight in the same team, right? Kind of like Miller team, but every time you gotta watch what is your opponent's doing, and you gotta kind of like thoroughly knows what each unit is doing. And that's when you can predict, or that's when you can evaluate the situations and then adjust your play styles. So I think this mode is really fun mode. It's kind of like you play a chess game. It's yeah, looks like we take the win. I think it's really fun. The good part of it, I say thanks to him. I wish we have more emote, good one, like thank you, like appreciate your appreciate the game, appreciate the duel, and we both have a good time. Alright, we'll do one more fight and then we'll wrap up the video. How long has it been now? Whoa, 44 minutes? Sorry guys, I guess this has to be it. I can't go further anymore because otherwise this video will be too long for you guys. But you kind of get the sense, right? So you fight, you gotta observe what the opponent's doing and then adjust your styles, even though you have your strategy in your head, what you want to do, but sometimes you cannot do that all the time. So when I play, I kind of like being more flexible But apparently I'm not the. I guess being more flexible is more like a passive player. Like, yeah, I'm a passive player then, because I kind of give away the first round because I want to see what the opponents would do. Usually, going first is disadvantage to the game. Okay, to your game. So let's wrap up this video. Your fight, your team, investment, and also strategy are the two things that will define winning or losing. And support's another thing. Learn your support. You can copy my support too. It's totally fine. You can copy my team if you want to. This team is more like a passive version. So it can do, usually it cannot do high damage on the first round, but it will do decent damage on the second and the third round. So you gotta adjust it based on what opponents is doing. At the end, if you did everything correct, but you still lose, it's just because your unit hasn't been invested enough. The enemy has more investment in the unit, and it is what it is. Don't worry about it. Just have fun, okay? Yeah. Wrap up. Good thing about this mode is that it's live interaction between players and players. This is the first time we have this in this game. Most of the time we play against the content that Bandai created. Is basically we playing against the AI. We're playing against the programs. But this time is the real thing. We're playing against players, and that is fun. Previous co-op, you kind of work together playing against the AI, so that doesn't count. This one, I really like it. It's players interaction directly to each other. There are so many variable outcomes that could turn out. Not the only, those are the good things that I want to mention. The bad things though, the bad things are like, because of the details, rules, all these stuff, all the trusty characters, all this stuff, it's kind of forcing you to pull new units. And already mentioned in my other videos, this game is not cheap, it's expensive. And most people will not want to pay a lot of money for such a game. They just want to have fun. So why does it have to be this expensive, Bandai? Please fix this. If you don't fix the expensiveness, at least increase these trusty pools so that we can generate more varieties of the team. We're not just fighting against the same team here, okay? Because fighting against the same team, the imagination is limited to this certain team. But if you increase the trusty characters pools, then there are several other teams that people can build, and there's so much. I think there's going to be so much fun that way, and doesn't have to be that expensive either. So players with Lubon's team can compete on master tiers with the new batch team. Instead of having these trusty characters, like having them boost a lot, maybe just give them more rewards in that case. All right. And then what else I want to talk about? Oh, there are some bugs in this game, like glitches, like when you start the fight and then suddenly you get kicked off, and then the game just saying that, hey, you have been paused too long, and then you get penalty. So those stuff, and then you get stars taken away, like 3 of them. It's crucial, okay? 3 to 4 of them. That's like 20 to 25 to 30 minutes of their time, okay? So so I think taking 3 to 4 stars away is just a bit harsh. And you fix the glitch, because it's not the player's fault. The game, you suddenly just kick them out and then blame and took the stars and then blame that they did not play. Okay, fix that, Bandai. So all in all, I kind of like this mode. However, people are abusing it, which is not good. because nobody now is playing the normal mode in co-op anymore, because we can farm here, we don't have to pay attention, we can just hit auto plus or auto and then gain a lot more and faster, more rewards and faster timing. So if you don't fix this, I'm pretty sure you can get rid of co-op normal quest. We're not gonna play it because it's not time efficient, right? And playing duel is more fun, in my opinion. It's more fun. It's just restrict to dolphin and whales. Those are pay to play players. So restrict to pay to play players too much, and that is not good. Not good long term for the community. All right. That will be it for my video. I hope you guys enjoy, and this is going to be 50 minutes video. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you guys, if you watch up to this point, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. If you haven't hit that like, please do so. Hit that subscribe so that you don't miss my my content in the future, and I'll see you probably next weekend or 2 weeks. Thank you. Bye bye.